Hello again, YouTube. It's Veteran Mountain Man again, and we're going to cover the last of the amendments. That will be 22 through 27. There's not a whole lot to these guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So the 22nd Amendment was ratified in 1951, and it basically limits the presidency to 2 terms. Now, before this amendment, it was an informal thing. Presidents didn't serve more than 2 terms. It was started back with George Washington, and it carried all the way forward to FDR. And FDR got 3 terms. And after that, they put forward an amendment to make it official. Now, the 23rd Amendment, I do not like. And that is, it treats the District of Columbia as though it's its own state. And yes, the district had representatives, but didn't have senators. And the thing that I don't like about it is, technically, the district shouldn't have people living in it. The District of Columbia was specifically supposed to be the government. Everything else that the district needed was supposed to come from the states that surround it, and should be part of those 2 states. So I don't like the idea of the District of Columbia operating as its own pseudo-state. And it should never be allowed to become a state in the Union, no matter how much they talk about it, because it was actually expressly forbid from being a state. Now, the 24th Amendment basically removed the poll tax, and it was a very important amendment to the civil rights community. It goes as follows. The rights of citizens of the United States to vote in any primary or any election for president or vice president, or for electors for president or vice president, or for senator or representatives of Congress, shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any other state by any reason of failure to pay a poll tax or other tax. So you can't be denied your right to vote because of taxation. And that was a really, really, really good amendment. It really harmed the Dixiecrats of the South and stopped a lot of the craziness that was going on down there. It was primarily Republican supported, by the way. Now, the 25th Amendment changed the line of succession so that the vice president replaces the president, and should the vice president and president both die, then there shall be it'll come up for a majority vote by both houses. Now, the 26th Amendment changed the voting age. And what it did is it set the right of the voting age. And it states this: the right of the citizens of the United States who are 18 years of age or older to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any other state on account of age. So you can set the age below 18, but you can't set it above 18 to vote. And part of that was because of the selective service laws. See, in 1971, you could be drafted at 18 and not be allowed to vote until you were 21. And so, to be fair to all these veterans who had bled for their country in Vietnam, they reduced the voting age so that people who were 18 could vote. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that's what they did. And, of course, the 27th Amendment, which is one of the smallest of all of them, but takes up 4 pages of parchment for some reason. No law vying for compensation of the service of senators or representatives shall take effect until the election of the representative shall be intervened, and shall take effect until the election of the representative shall have been intervened. Basically, what they did is they created a law that doesn't change compensation for senators and House of Representative members unless they're voted out of office. So their pay scales don't change every year, and they're not affected by all laws every year. They're only affected when they're reelected. Now, that one I would like to get rid of. I think it's actually junk. I think that all members of Congress should be susceptible to the laws that they pass. Well, that's it, people. That is the Constitution of the United States and all of its amendments. There's not a whole lot to it. I am going to go ahead and do a deconstruction of the Oregon State Constitution as soon as I can find a good source. However, in the meantime, I'm going to be working on some stuff for the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers, as well as Locke's treatises on government, and maybe even Leviathan or Rousseau. I'm also looking to see if I can get Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals and discuss those for you as well, since they seem to be a favorite manuscript of the Marxist left. I'm also looking at Capital, which was a Karl Marx dissertation. After he did his manifesto, he wrote Capital, which was a deconstruction of capitalism and how to destroy it from within. I am also including a link down below to constitution.us, the National Archives, Amazon.com, where you can buy an ebook copy of the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights, all the amendments, and the Constitution, as well as my link to my Minds.com account. Once again, if you like what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe to let me know I'm doing the right thing. Feel free to leave a comment. I try to respond to every comment I get. If you don't want to leave a comment here on YouTube because you're afraid other people will see it, come visit me on minds.com/veteran mountain man. You can discuss it with me there in private on the post for this link, and most people will not even know. Thank you all again, and have a nice day.